What's up, my peoples? How's everybody doing? Thank you for coming back to my channel. Astro Mystic here with you guys. So how's everybody doing? Good week so far? How's your energy since today is Moon in Pisces? Anybody having any wild dreams yesterday, the day before yesterday? Maybe tonight, tomorrow. And then we have full moon in not Aquarius, Aries on Thursday. Full moon Thursday. Yes, because yes. Had to think about that for a second. So yeah, full moon coming up. I'll try to do a video on that. Let everybody know where your sun and moon's going to be for the full moon and the opposition coming up. So Saturn's direct. So you guys saw the last few months was crazy. It's like, you know, when you ever watch drag racing and you know when the chick gets up there and she's like in the center and she has the things. Well, that's what I see coming. It's like she throws the thing down to go. It's go time. And I don't mean that in like a really good way. I mean that in like a really hard way. So you know what else I got this morning was, it's kind of weird because I don't usually put this out there on my YouTube channel, but I'm going to anyways. So this morning I was like seeing Saturn come in and like on a roadway, and it was like Saturn was like a wrecking ball coming in, and it was just like taking everything with it, and just leaving the crumbles left. So with Saturn being direct conjunct Pluto right now, and Mars is in retrograde, and there's just so much that, my friends, it's a lot. You know, it's a lot. I don't even know how to, I don't even know if I could put it all in one video. You know, I guess I could. It would be, you know, like hours, I would imagine, because, you know, I'm a talker, so I'd say it'd be many hours worth of stuff. So but I'll try to keep putting stuff out there before you, because now I personally think that we're entering some pretty crucial times. We had some issues in, you know, this year along the way, but I think October is going to be so much worse than most months. I knew September was going to be pretty bad, but I mean, my biggest advice is always to try to stay positive, do positive things. Keep a positive mindset, even though we're in a world of not positive. Everything is so negative out there. Everyone is negative. I mean, not every single person, but you know what I mean. And the best thing we can do is try to be positive and stay positive and do positive things. You know, eat good, put nutritious foods in your body, try to exercise when you can. You know, be kind to other people, and, you know, spread love, because we find healing and we find a sense of purpose and a sense of drive through love and through connection with other people. And the world is trying to isolate everyone right now, and has been, and it's working quite well. And these people, especially our older people, our younger people, they need love. So try to give that out. I mean, listen, I'm going to choose my words carefully because I don't want to get my videos taken down. But just know that freedom is your birthright. And question everything. That is my advice to you. Question everything. Just because you hear it on TV or you see it, question it. And a lot of people that watch this video are not from the same area I live in. And if it's not a mandated law, of certain things that you want to do or think, do it. I mean, they can't put everybody in cuffs. Anyways, I'm going to let the rest of that just go right here. So, alright, so this week for fire signs, which are Leos, Aries, and Sagittarius, not in that order, my bad. You guys have like some kind of desire that you've been like trying to get to, but it's like you don't want to walk through the door. You keep like thinking that it's on the other side, and you're trying to like adapt these addictive behaviors, or you have some and you're not just ready to take that chance to go through the door and see what's on the other side. Maybe, and when I say addictive behavior, I mean mostly with your money. This is based around money. Like you spend too much money, or maybe yeah, I think it's mostly maybe you're just spending too much money on something, or just being, frivolous with it. But, it's not a time to beat yourself up about it and, drag yourself down. It's not a time for that at all. It's a time to look at your self-worth and your self-love and ask yourself, do you have that for yourself? Because a lot of the money stems around, do you love yourself for it? I mean, not for it. Do you love yourself? Do you have worth? Are you constantly beating yourself up if you spend money just when you need something, not being careless with your money? Maybe you have some old resentments within yourself, and those need to just go away. You need to allow those to die away, because those do not serve you anymore, and they're not relevant. Because there's no reason to live in such a heavy, dark place, when I said once, I gave this advice once, kind of advice, I don't even know if you'd call it advice, but let's just say that we have bags of luggage, and let's just say that everything that's happened to us, let's just say it weighs a pound each. I don't know, we're going to make little boxes, and we're going to write what it was, and they all weigh a pound each. Or 10 pounds, whatever you want to, just the analogy is all you need. And so each time we're like, okay, this happened. All right, we're going to put that in the bag. And then this happened, and then we're going to put this in the bag. And each time you're putting all these things that has happened, if I could speak, has happened to you in this bag, and then one day you're just carrying around a damn train full of stuff. When are you going to dump that off? I mean, when are you going to go through it, get rid of what you don't need anymore? Because that's essentially what people are doing, is they're carrying around us all this weight, all this heaviness, when they don't have to. And just know that it's okay to take a chance and go through the door and see what happens. That's what life's about, and, Saturn just going direct. Saturn's direct as of today. So, Aries, I think you're going to be, like, publicly noticed, or want to be publicly noticed, for this Saturn direct. Maybe you've been having some issues with your job, over the past few months while Saturn's been in retrograde. So now you want to be recognized, or maybe you get a promotion or a new job or something. Leos, for you guys, you need to get your health in check. Your daily regimen, your exercises, your diets, you really need to get this in check and make sure you're doing what's healthy for you. A lot of self-care, a lot of that self-care I was just talking about, which includes love and worth. But really, it's mostly getting your health and your daily, what you do every day, in check. Definitely do that. And then Sagittarius, it's really time to be more realistic in your everyday, not your big picture thoughts, but your everyday thoughts about your money and your own possessions, and maybe your possessions that you have that you've acquired, maybe with a partner. And don't be so wasteful. If you've been wasteful before, maybe now is the time to be self-aware of this and not be wasteful. So those are some things that you guys can work on for the Saturn direct. Those are things that's going to come up for you guys. Next is the Earth signs, which are the Taurus, Virgos, and Capricorns. And for you guys, it's almost like you've been having like a wishful thinking type thing going on. Maybe you've had some unrealistic ideas happening for you. And maybe you've been wanting something bigger or something better. And maybe you just haven't been ready for it. But you're probably going to be offered something coming up soon. But it's a matter of, are you going to step into it? Are you going to step forward and take it, and step forward and recognize it and see it and take it on? You know what I mean? Are you even going to see it? Are you going to put yourself out there to see it? That's the biggest thing. So do that. Are you committing yourself to it? I mean, are you being influenced by outside things or people? So this is where you got to really check yourself and get real with yourself, because you're the only person that can create the life that you want. So just look deep inside of yourself and figure out what's going on in there that that you need to pay attention to. So get rid of your fears and all these old patterns and old habits that keep like twisting you in this little cycle and these little things that are just cycling downward. You don't want that. So for Saturn direct, Taurus, you could probably imagine things coming into focus for you, like a big focus, almost like a magnifying glass on something. It's like you're going to super see what's coming up for you. And maybe it's a new belief system. Maybe something changes drastically for you. Maybe, and it's okay, maybe you used to think this way about one thing and now it's like, boom. Like literal boom. Something completely changes for you. And I'm not talking about tomorrow. I'm talking about the energy that's coming up for you. And it's about a higher knowledge. It's about going deeper into like the inner wisdom that you have, and not just trusting what somebody says or trusting what somebody throws out there for you. It's like you're gonna take your higher knowing and just go and try to see the big picture of like the reality of it. So, and for Virgos, it's really time to like let your creativity come out. And maybe it's about your children, or maybe it's about your inner child surfacing and expression and the love. Give all that out, because maybe those have been kind of repressed over the last few months with all this. And so now it's maybe time that you can express that. Don't be too expressive, because we're having a square with Mars right now. So, people could get it could be a little tension, a little pressure. So, be consciously aware of your conversations and how you express yourself to other people. Because you definitely don't want to have some argument or fight over something that you didn't mean for that to happen like that. And Capricorns, so now it's time for you guys to take the risks. What is your reality? What do you want for yourself? Who are you? These are questions you need to ask yourself. Who are you without your job? Who are you without being a husband, a wife, a brother, a sister, a mother, a father, whatever you are? This is where you got to figure out your own identity. Maybe You've been going through like a little bit of an identity crisis, possibly, depending on how old you are. If you haven't, maybe it's finding who you are in the world and how others see you, your immediate, what's going on with you. Maybe you develop maybe you get a new hairstyle or maybe something like that. But this is more like an identity type thing. So, take those risks and go and create yourself. All right, so next up we've got air signs, which are Geminis, Libras, and Aquarius. For you guys, it's like what the universe gets from you is what you get back. And yes, I will say that is for everyone on this planet. That there is for everyone. What you put out there, you get back. And what so it's always like a mirrored thing, like a reflection. Like whatever you give in the universe is going to give back to you. So that's for everybody. But this is particularly for you guys this week. And this is energetically. This isn't, you go out and give your friend, whoever, $10. And you think, well, I'm going to get that back tenfold, or I'm going to get that back, and you will get that money back, just in a different way. And it may not be tenfold, it may be $10, you know what I mean? But, it's basically what you ask for is what you get. But you got to be careful in how you ask for it, and why are you asking for it? See, these things you really need to know, and you need to be really clear with yourself. And you can change by recognizing some of the things that you do that you maybe weren't aware of before. And the power that we fear is power we cannot own. I think that's the way I want to say that. It's like, yeah, that's the way I want to say that. Are you aware of your own power inside? Like, in your mind, do you know what kind of power you have? Maybe are you unaware of it? Are you aware of what controls you every day? Are you easily controlled by other people or other things? And this is where I would say, where's your Mars in your chart? This is when I would look at your Mars and see what's happening there, because that's retrograde and it's square Saturn right now. So those are things that you definitely want to look at. So, yeah. Okay, so for Geminis, you're probably going to see some, maybe some issues with intimacy or like partnership, intimacy issues, perhaps. These will be like deep, things that come up for you. Maybe some things that have came up or will come up with your joint finances or with taxes or something like that. But also, I think this is a big time for your transformation. Like, these are going to be big changes coming up for you guys. So, you've been working like months and months trying to figure these things out, or maybe those little things have came into your, into the forefront. And so now it is time that you'll know how to deal with them, basically. For Libras, it's about finding your own security with who you are outside of your partners or, your partnerships. It's finding your own healthy boundaries, like your own healthy, selfish boundaries. What makes you really comfortable? Like, these are the things that you're going to have to ask yourself. And, you need to get real with yourself. That's the thing is, you know, sometimes you guys are a little indecisive. So try to take the last few months that you've been going through these issues and like make some decisions and like stick to it, or like, you know what I mean? For Aquarius, this is all subconscious for you guys. Like maybe some kind of subconscious fear of, you know, maybe you want to move on, maybe you see things that you don't want to, or maybe you see things that you don't want to deal with. Maybe these are subconscious blocks that's been blocking you from the life that you want to create. You've been trying to keep this hidden for a while, and now is the time that these things are going to come out, or these things are going to present themselves, and it is going to be a time that you're going to have to deal with this. So, you know, these types of issues could also mean, you know, being isolated, like hospitals or a jail, or, you know, just isolating yourself at home. So don't hermit up too much. Try to keep yourself, you know, supported and around other people. But just know that this is something you have to work through. And you guys were, you know, are good at this kind of stuff. It's kind of like you just don't know it, you know? But hang in there. You guys got this. You got this. So for water signs, Cancers, Scorpios, and Pisces. For you guys, it's almost like, what feelings have you been hiding or not dealing with? Dealing with those things that you've kept hidden or hidden or back away from your conscious mind is going to be the way that you're going to progress and heal through those right now. And this is the time to open up your heart. I would ask yourself, if you have your chart, where's your Mercury at? What's happening with Mercury in your chart right now? Because Mercury is how you communicate and express yourself. So you'll want to see what's happening there. Mercury, if I could speak. Mercury goes retrograde in October, so you're going to want to say what you want to say now. Are you ready to, like, change your, you know, like, go after your purpose and your destiny? You know what I mean? Like, are you ready to go for it? Because Scorpios always know what they want. And right now, it's almost like what you've been trying to hide or not wanting to look at and deal with is coming to the forefront. So, kind of review over the past year and see what's been happening. What have you already overcome? What have you already dealt with? Those can be things that you have accomplished, and, you know, give yourself credit. You know, give credit where credit's due. So don't beat yourself up. Go process all of it, the good, the bad, the ugly, and be proud of who you are and how far you've come, because you're strong anyways. Water signs are very emotionally and mentally strong. So honor what comes up, because when you honor what comes up and you process it and you go through it, it's like you healed that part of you, and then you're ready for the next part. So it's like the door opens for you. And so for Cancers, yours is all about relationships. This Saturn issues, that Saturn energy is really pushing relationships in your face. Like, totally just, you need to deal with these relationships. What are you not dealing with? Are you happy? Are you in love? Are you miserable? These are the things that you're going to have to deal with. And it's going to be this year, unfortunately, my friends. So and it could be, if you're not in a relationship with a person, it could be your one-on-one relationships at work that something comes up so that you have to deal with. Let's see, Scorpios, this is all about your studies and your knowledge and your mind. You know, Scorpios already dig deep for the truth. Scorpios, you guys are about to go down the rabbit hole and really seek out the deepest truths you can find. See the biggest pictures that you can find, or search out. Maybe there's some travel coming up, some long distance travel for you guys. It's all about seeing, but you know, this square to Mars, there's going to be a lot of tension and pressure. So, you know, it's going to be, and Scorpios, you guys are ruled by Mars. I mean, I use traditional rulers, so it's not going to be an easy time, by no means, for you guys, for Scorpios especially. But, you know, I'm a Scorpio, so I get told a lot that we were built for this, so just hang in there, because whew, the load's going to lighten a little bit, but it's going to be a little while, unfortunately. And then Pisces, yours is going to be all about connecting with people and not being a hermit. Connect with people that can help you get to the next phase of your life, or the next step of your life, or that helps you, you know, not just wallow in your own love and your own sense of happiness, and, you know, really take you out and meet new people, new groups, maybe. There's something that arises there where you can have a connection with other people, and that helps you get where you need to be. But as always, with this Saturn direct, it's going to be tension, and it's going to be a little bit hard, because it's square Mars for quite some time, and then we got Mercury retrograde coming on top of that. Pluto's retrograde, so it's a lot of heavy energy, guys. I'll do another video for the full moon coming up. And of course I write all of this. I write all the content on my Facebook page. If you go to Facebook and type in the Astro Mystic, my page is the one that has a blue icon, and it's like looks like a night sky. So when you get to that one, because it looks like I've been trying to figure out my name on there, and it looks like maybe somebody else is trying to take it or is using it, perhaps. I'm still trying to figure that out, so hopefully nothing will come about it, and everything will just kind of fizzle itself out, I'm hoping. So anyways, guys, I love you all. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, please go subscribe. If there's videos that you guys want me to make, post them in the comments below, and let me know, because I'm so open for suggestions. I try to make them when I can. But the biggest part is go to my Facebook page and check out my content that I write, and subscribe and like to that. So I hope you all have a good week. Set your full moon intentions on Thursday, and release a lot of that stuff that you need to let go of. And I love you all, and I'll see you later.